But when I was on here the other day, I was talking, and the volume was not that good. I've turned the music down on Minecraft, and the music was not that good. But the family member that I've been kind of staying with and helped take care of for the last 3 years, there is some shit going on, and I just don't know if I care anymore. I really don't. And I found out the other day, might have been last week, the homeowner here and my sister, they were going to meet with a lawyer, and I'm like, oh, well, you need me to go? And she's like, oh, no, not in, like my sister's in charge. And, in the past, when this kind of stuff, I was always included. And now looks like they're, and again, maybe I'm overreacting on this, I don't know. But the other stuff I found out just today, doesn't look good. Absolutely does not look good. But, they clearly want to do this without me being around. And I think this might be why my brother's down here, because my brother came. And because my whole thing was they were definitely going to clear up some stuff. And some of it needs to be done, but they're also going to change the will. And like I said in the last one, the homeowner, she's got according to the doctor, she's got 4 months to live or less. And to me, I know the state she's in. I mean, she was just fucking bonkers when she was in the hospital for low sodium. She's not doing that great now. She comes in and out of being, I just don't think legally she's in a state where she can actually be going in there and changing her will like this. And I let my sister know that, it goes back to when I was still working. We're talking fucking over 20 years ago, I believe. I don't know. I don't even know. I think the guy is dead, but I'm not sure. But I did reach out, and I haven't gotten anything from email yet. But I did find the original lawyer, and I reached out to him. But again, I'm not even sure if that guy's still alive, to be completely honest. But I was kind of asking when he redid the will, because my understanding is the will was supposed to be redone. So I inherited the house because I had put some money into this house a while ago and helped take care of it. And so I thought that's what was supposed to happen. And my big thing is, I don't think it's legal. I don't think you should be doing it. And I honestly think, because again, and they're going in today. And the lawyer in question, he is Matthew Frank. He's in Janesville, and he's with the Frank Law Firm or something like that. Yeah, Frank Law Office is where it is. And I just don't see how a competent and honest lawyer could actually go about changing the will for this with the state she's in. And my sister has power of attorney, and I never really questioned that. And I don't think it should be me, because again, if I was still healthy, if things were like they were 20 years ago, then yeah, maybe I should be power of attorney. But with the way my health is, I'm just not sure that's a good idea either. And again, the things that I've kind of had in mind, I don't think it really matters one way or another, but it's still a matter, one of those, it just isn't right. It just absolutely is not right. And because she's doing it because she's the power of attorney, and I think my brother might be involved in it, but that was the whole thing the other day. I'm just like, well, they shouldn't be changing the will when she's not, I don't think she's completely competent right now. Because there's times where I have to argue with her because it's stuff she needs to do. And, the one day she was asking me, well, do I have to take that salt pill? I go, I asked my sister to contact the doctor and find out if you could quit taking it. And I go, I don't think she did it. I go, I think she just sort of blew it off. Because I think what was happening is I think her body was reacting, because I think she was just getting overindulged in salt. And I think every time she took her salt tablet, it took a little bit for her body to process. It got to where she wasn't peeing. And I didn't understand. I didn't find out about it. Nobody tells me about it, even though I'm the one here taking care of her. But she couldn't pee or wasn't peeing. And I'm like, well, if she's got too much sodium, because I said, at first I'm like, well, I don't really know anything about that because nobody fucking told me. And then I got thinking about it. And I'm like, I'm not 100% sure, but I go, if you're getting too much sodium in your body, I go, I think your body starts to retain water to offset that much sodium. And it's why I was kind of asking for, hey, get a hold of the doctor, find out, and then nothing. It's like, hey, look, I asked. She didn't contact the doctor. She didn't fucking get back to me. I go, you got to take it until we run out. I'm doing what I can, but now, and then the other thing she did, she almost got killed because my sister talked to the one person from the hospital, and they told her to start giving her warfarin again. And you got to understand, like, they told her to quit taking it, like almost a week before, because her blood pressure was like almost her blood thinness. It was the number was like about twice what they wanted it. Like, it was supposed to be between 2 and 3, and it was over 6. And so my sister had talked to her, and that's fine. And then she tells me, she goes, well, yeah, they wanted her to go back on what she was taking before, so she wants a pill she wants a half a pill every day. And I go, she wasn't taking anything before. And she goes, what do you mean? I go, they called about a week ago, and they told her to quit taking the warfarin. And then my sister and brother, oldest brother, they just fucking walked out like, oh, he's fucking just delusional or whatever. And what happened was I called her up, and while I was in the middle, they just fucking walked up like, oh, well, she'll straighten him out. That was kind of the attitude, and they're all kind of rolling their eyes. And I start talking. I go, hey, look, you guys told her to quit taking this. And I go, she was in the hospital. I had to take her to the emergency room because she fell. And I go, her blood pressure was still high. That was on a Sunday. And I go, then, and I even told him, I go, well, we don't need to take her. And the doctor at the emergency room basically agreed. She goes, well, yeah, you can call them and just give them the number with, well, my mom, again, not competent. She's like, oh, I'm going. And she just kept it up. And at a certain point, I'm like, fuck it. You guys want to be fucking stupid, just do it. I'm getting to where I don't give a shit. Because if they don't want to lie, if they don't want to listen to me and she ends up dying, my life gets easier, and I'm going to do everything I can. But this idea of arguing with people who are arguing with, well, you're trying to do the right thing, I'm just getting sick of it because it ain't affecting me. My life actually gets easier. I can move on to my next phase of my life when this is over. So at a certain point, because like she was the one who told me, oh, well, I got to start doing this or my doctor's going to put me into rehabilitation to get better. So I would sit there, well, hey, you want to do this? You want to do that? No. And I finally told him, like, hey, look, I'm kind of in this boat. If she don't want to listen, fuck it. I'm done arguing with people. I am absolutely done fucking arguing with people. And, because this happened when my dad had Alzheimer's. I got him, and it was a long story, but I got him on, it ended up, I think it was a bipolar medication, and I got him on that so he wouldn't be so violent. Well, then I left to go to Indiana, and then my mom was like, oh, he's sleeping a lot, and I don't want him to sleep, so we're gonna get that medication reduced. And I'm like, and I was gonna argue with her, and I thought, and I'm being honest, and I'm not trying to be mean here, but I'm just being honest that, I had enough shit going on, I wasn't here anymore. And I honestly thought, well, you know what? He's either going to kill her or maybe he'll knock her head out of her ass. Because I had sat there in the house. It's one of the reasons why I stayed with him. I watched him throw shit at her head. I watched him try to get violent with her. And I got to where, I'm tired of this shit. I'm absolutely fucking tired of it. I don't want to deal with it anymore. And so, and I'm like, okay, fuck it. We're, hey, I'm going to go do my thing. You sit here in the fucking, in the dark, fucking watching TV. You go right ahead. You'll end up like my brother. You'll gain weight. Your health will get worse. I just don't give a fuck. And So, that's what's been going on. Well, like I said in that last one, I started getting worried about the lawyer thing. And what I found out today is now some of it they need to do. There's been some things that, they should have been done before her husband died. And they're going to get done now. But again, this is what I found out today. What they're going to do is the money that, we're all supposed to get, supposed to be divided like 4 ways. Oh, my oldest brother and my sister, they're going to put that in a trust that they have control of for me and my brother. And this is the thing, and I talked to the homeowner about it. And I told her, I go, hey, look, that house was supposed to be left to me because of money that I put into this, things I did to help them fix it up. And I go, it's your house now. You don't have to, legally, you don't have to. But I told her, I go, this is kind of what I've been talking about, where you've been kind of taking advantage of me since I got back. And I told her I'm honestly fucking sick of it, but I don't really care because I just don't do as much. I'm not spending all the time with her that I was. That's going to free me up to do some stuff online, before the end. I don't care. But I told her, I go, this is the same kind of thing. And I go, I told her, I go, I don't think it's legal for your will to change. And I go, I think it can be challenged afterwards. But I go, I don't think it's legal for your will to change when you're in the state you're in. I go, you're not really competent right now. She's not able to drive. The story she told us in the hospital when she was in there for her sodium, she was talking about dog fights, I think, in the hospital, and other stuff. It was just fucking crazy shit. It sounded like some fucking drug-fueled fucking dream. And, but I go, I don't think it's legal what they're doing. I go, I don't think it's right. It shouldn't be. I go, this is something you guys should have done a while ago, and now it's too late. And then my mom brought some of this up because I made the comment. I go, look, and there was something Laura said, that'd be my sister, where she didn't talk like, oh, well, maybe someday. It sounds like when this will is over, when this is done, it sounds like they might sell their house in town and move up north to their cabin. And see, here's the thing, my sister's acting as the agent or power of attorney or whatever. Well, now she's going in. Well, my mother is not feeling good, might not be competent, and she's changing the will so that she gets more money. Because instead of the house going to me, she's going to get a share of it now. And she lied to me. I don't know if she lied or if she's getting it from this lawyer, this Matthew Frank, attorney at law from Frank Law in Wisconsin, Janesville, Wisconsin. But she's going to basically do things, well, my mom's not competent, so that she gets more money. That adds to the fucking problem here. And my brother, they're doing this. They're doing stuff while she's not competent to put themselves in charge of my money that should be coming to me. And it just smells. It just fucking smells to high heaven. And I don't know. But that's what's going on. But like I said, I just don't think I have the energy to fight this shit with the health problems I got. But that's what's going on right now. I think I'm gonna wait. But I think I am going to file something to see if I can get this guy sanctioned. It just doesn't seem right. But that's what I found out today, that and she, because this is the thing. This happened with my grandparents. There was some shit that went on, and I never really would have thought my sister would be in on this. And it was something the property owner said, because and I made the comment, I go, well, it sounds like she might be moving up to her cabin. And she goes, oh yeah, we've talked about that. She goes, it sounds like they might. And it's the pharmacy, screw it. They can leave a message. And Yeah. And but that just fucking really bothers me. I mean, it really bothers me that they're pulling this shit. I cannot begin to tell you how much that bothers me. And hang on, I'm just gonna wait for the fucking phone to shut up. It's like they should figure out that I'm not fucking picking up. It's CVS Pharmacy, and it ain't nothing for me, so fuck it. And because this was the thing, this was what I was told last week by my sister, that, oh, well, we have to put the house in everybody's name or it'll go through probate. And I've looked into it, and that's a lie. I don't know if it's a lie she told me or if it's a lie the lawyer told her. They can put that property into a living trust, and it doesn't have to go through probate. And then this is what's really insulting about it. She was talking, Dave, well, all the money you're supposed to get, we're going to put into a trust, and me and Jim will be in charge of it. And I'm like, yeah, that fucking idiot. I mean, my God. And that's just, so I just, no, that just doesn't seem right. And if that lawyer's a part of it, he should lose his fucking law license for it. That's just fucking outrageous. That, like, again, they're going over there today. My mom just had a bout of diarrhea. She is not fucking, and he's probably just gonna fucking rubber stamp whatever she tells. This really seems like a fucking dishonest lawyer to me. It really seems. Oh, and then I did file a complaint online. Let me find it here. I think I shut my, oh no, I have my inbox open. But I went and where you can file complaints on these guys. Well, one of them is a AVVO. It's a review site for these lawyers, and I don't think that's a credible place to get your lawyer reviews, because I pointed out what I found out this guy was doing, and they denied the review. And so, and I don't know if this is something where they're collecting money from the lawyers or whatnot, but they did not want to accept my review of him. And so it seems to me that this is a place they're probably getting kickbacks from the lawyer. I don't know that. That's an opinion. But I would not be surprised if you find out that this is a place where these lawyers pay, and then these places will only allow positive reviews. They will only allow positive reviews of the lawyers, would be my guess. Because what I put in there should have been allowed. This is something that people should, but they clearly seem to have a stake in making sure that there's good reviews of these lawyers, not accurate reviews of these lawyers. And so we'll go from there. But I think I am going to file a complaint to try and get that guy disbarred, or at least sanction the shit out of him. And go. I might even put a comment on the Better Business, but that just, I don't know. But yeah, they're going in there when she's not mentally competent right now, and then they're going to put my money in a fucking trust so they can decide how I spend it. It's like, yeah. And I'll tell you this, if I come into the money, if I do hit the lottery, I am going to hire a lawyer, and I am going to go, and I don't care if all they do is spute, just basically gouge up every cent that's in that. But this to me is wrong. It just seems fucking wrong. It just literally absolutely seems wrong that they're doing it. And if they want to do that, if I ever get the money to where I can go in and challenge all this bullshit, I will make sure that I basically just, fight it for as long as I can, and just have them use the money from the estate to tie it up, because this just seems fucking wrong. You know, and then I've got some money, and it's, you know, and I got it somewhere. Well, then my sister's like, oh, yeah, you can put that money in there. And I'm like, I'm not putting one fucking cent of my money in there so that they can have, no, fuck that. I'll bury it in the fucking yard before I do that. But yeah, she's just, oh, yeah, you can, yeah, I can put more of my fucking money in there for you to tell me, yeah, fuck that. You know, and again, I don't know what she's thinking. I just don't understand it. But here's the thing: somebody's gonna have to fucking pay. And this is the thing, because she said, oh well, because what it is, they're I'm looking at disability, and I don't think I'm gonna get it. I really don't. My understanding is the lawyer I had talked to, it sounded like, well, what is wrong with me? I would get it if I was a drug addict or an alcoholic, because, you know, they asked me my health conditions and all that, and then at a certain point, and this is after they asked me how sick I am and all this and what I can and can't do, and then at a certain point they want to know if I had a drug problem or an alcoholism problem, and that tells me right there that you have a better chance of getting this if you are a drug addict or an alcoholic. And I have no problem with people like that getting help. I absolutely have no problem with people like that getting help. But here's the thing. If you have health problems that qualify you for disability, it really should not matter whether you got them from being poisoned at work for being a whistleblower, which is what I'm pretty sure happened, or if you are a junkie fucking getting high. It really shouldn't matter. You know, but the fact that they're asking clearly means that it does. And, you know, and it ain't going to be that much. You know, and again, I don't know if that's worth, you know, like what's going on with my mom, where, you know, she could go through chemo and maybe live a couple more months. But is it really a life worth living? And that's kind of the question. I mean, like, is it really, you know, when my health was taken from me, is it really worth continuing it if you gotta live some kind of pseudo fucking existence? And I'm not sure that it is. I don't know if this goes all the way, but I really don't know if that's worth it. You know, and if I gotta live in some, and if I gotta basically game the system so I can get disability money by giving like hundreds of $1,000s to my brother and sister to determine how I can fucking spend it, I can see him doing it for my brother, because he can't fucking manage anything. You know, he's got fucking issues. But, you know, I'm clearly competent enough here to manage my mother's bullshit. And so for them to actually go through and do this, I mean, it just seems wrong. Well, I'm going to get off that stuff. I just wanted to let everybody know the condition. And I don't know. I don't have the energy to do this. And but I'm doing stuff with my permanent or personal YouTube account and personal Twitter. I still have those. And I am working on getting a cell phone so that I can maybe get back on my gaming Twitter. I thought about making a new one, but I'm like, you know what? I only got a couple months left of this shit. And I just don't see the point in creating a new one and trying to build it up. So I am going to try and get back on that one. And I went to CVS the other day. We had to pick up something for the homeowner. And I went to get one of those prepaid phones over there, and they don't sell the phones. They just sell the minutes. And so sometime in the next week or two when we can go back, because this is not a real priority to me. But sometime in the next couple weeks, if I told my sister she's going to be out on the other end of town, let's go, and I'll get a prepaid. Because the day we were there, we had done a little bit of traveling, and I was just too lightheaded, and I was looking at all the cell phone plans, and I told her, I got to do this later. I'll research them a little bit on, but I think track phone's what I need to get. And but I couldn't process it that day. I couldn't process it at all. And but I did. I thought I could get them at CVS. If I'd have known, I would have had to go back out. I might have got one then. I don't know. But I am going to get one. So I will try to get back on my gaming Twitter if I can. If not, I'm just not going to worry about it. Because like I said, I am pretty sure my life is going to radically change for whatever. And I'm just trying to, just enjoy what little bit of time I have left here. I don't know. She might, and they went in to do the lawyer shit today. They went in there to probably rob me of my future, and basically just fucking take money out of my pockets in broad daylight in a way where they're gonna claim they're trying to help me, but that's what's going on now. And since they're gone, I don't have to do anything. And so I'm gonna basically stream as long as I am able to today. Get some stuff done here. I'm still on the fence because I really didn't like the idea. I kind of like the idea of the Game Pass, but to me, when you buy a full year, you should save a couple months. And they didn't want to do that, but and this is what's really bugging me. It's like the thing with the will. I don't really, for everything that's going on, I just don't see the point. But it's a matter, you shouldn't be doing this. The mental state she's in, the physical state she's in, they should not be writing her will. That just to me seems wrong. And it's like the thing, I'm only looking for like 4 months of the Game Pass, but to me, if they're not going to give you a break, it just seems wrong. So I'm seriously thinking about just doing the gold so I can play, because I actually have, I got to check some of the other games, because after I got kicked out of the Game Pass, I could still get online and play Diablo, and I went to do that with, Grand Theft Auto, and it would not let me online. I could only play the story mode. And so I'm wondering if I can't get online with Diablo anymore. But I did get on there. I was gonna play, and so I want to get the live feature back so I can play online, because I had more fun with it. The story mode didn't really do much for me. And ooh, look at that. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the gas are in the distance. I can hear them howling. But no, oh yeah, to finish this on my personal YouTube, and I want to keep these separate, but on my personal YouTube, I haven't had the time to do a lot of this, and I still don't know, because no matter what I'm doing, I'm still doing a certain amount to help her. I'm not doing everything anymore. I'm just not. And so a lot of nights, I don't feel like doing this. I might get on and grind a little bit, but I just don't feel good enough to do what I'm doing now. Chat with you a little bit, function. Because there's times where I just get on and I am like, I did this back when I had my Realm. And, that's how I got the screen name AFKC, because the one guy, he started calling me that. He'd get in to say hi, and I'd be passed out. I'd be just fucking sleeping. And he started calling me AFKC, and I thought it was, that's kind of funny. And I'm going to see if I can take this. I want to go to 1,000 in every direction. I want to go to 1,000. Ooh. I want to go to 1,000 negative. I want to go to 1,000 positive in all 4 directions. Again, I don't know how much I'm going to get done in a couple months, but for you guys to see in that. But the idea is, and this is the way I had it on the Realm before, I had underground tunnels for me to travel, and I want to work on those. And I had over the ground tunnels, or at least somewhat over the ground. And I've got some of those started. Ooh wee! Look at that. Okay, I am full with my inventory, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to go throw this stuff in the furnace. Yeah, it was on my personal YouTube account. I do not, even if I had a better computer and could edit this stuff a little bit better, where it didn't take quite so long, and even if I was there's still a lot of work to do these gaming videos. Because I've put up the videos where I'm doing this. I'm just shooting the shit and gaming, and they're just not that popular. There's a lot, and again, I'm not mad. I understand. I completely understand. I get that, and there's just not enough people there, and it would be better if I didn't swear so much, because then the kids might come in, And it would be better if I had a webcam, but I tried the webcam that I have on my computer. I plugged into my Xbox. Xbox didn't want to accept it. The Xbox absolutely did not want to accept it. And when I plug it into my computer, and I recently had this issue, I recently had to tell somebody, hey, look, I could have a webcam, but I go, when I plug it in, sometimes with OBS, it drops my frame rate from like 30 to 15 or 10. Webcam's just not an option. I end up getting worse video than what I got. Like right now, when I make a video, it doesn't look, at least the frame rate is good. And, so I got to do what I can do. And, but even still, for me to get these things out, it takes some work. And if I get time, I'll actually do it. I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if I can get an upgraded computer. And I'll try. I'll honestly try to get this stuff updated. But I don't know. I might just keep doing what I'm doing. And so, bear with me. Just bear with me. But I'll still stream. You can catch me on here. But I just don't know how much I'm going to be making for YouTube. But what I started doing is I started making videos where I'm commenting on like stuff going on in the world. Those are a lot easier. I don't have to process those. I just record them on YouTube. I've got some video. I got some screens I made. So I got like a start screen, end screen, stuff like that. And I do that. And my gaming channel has like roughly 20 followers, and I think that's about what I had before, give or take a few. Like I might have lost a couple, and I don't blame anybody who left, because I'm not on much anymore. I'm just literally not on. I completely get it. That's okay. And I don't, my gaming account isn't up anymore, for on Twitter, and so I mean, it, like, hey, it is what it is. I'm completely okay with that. But I've been making these videos, and I've been putting up like one a day. And I started this when there was somebody saw a little video, and they said, "Hey, make bird sounds or rain." It was rain sounds. They go, make rain. You can get copyright free sounds of rain. Make videos so people can listen to when they're trying to sleep or relax. Well, what I did was I had already downloaded it because I saw it as something to maybe help with my garden. This is before I knew she had inoperable cancer. So I thought we had another, I thought maybe we got next summer. So I started doing that. I would download these, I would go out and listen to birds. And so for the month of August, it wasn't quite every day, and I didn't start right at the beginning of the month, but I tried to put, like 3-4 bird videos up every week. And some of them, and usually the ones that are like an hour or two, they do better. They do better than the short videos. And so I did that for the whole month of October or August, and then I started doing rain in September. And again, with everything going on, with all the other bullshit going on, it hasn't been perfect. Well, then while I was doing that, I saw some stuff, in the news and what, and I'm like, I'm gonna do some fucking stories on this. I'm gonna, and again, it's just me. I'm not trying to get a big head. Well, I just put one up the other day. I'll go check. But I put it up. In the first day, it got over 300 views. And right now, looking at it now, if I refresh it, it might change. This is like huge for me. I got one. It's got 568 views. Refresh it, it might be different. And it's actually showing 16 views per hour right now. And then if I go on the other one, it's another one. And this one was commenting about, I don't really want to do the politics on here. But this one, it's been 3 days, and it's got 89 views, and it's trending at 1 view per hour. This is like a fucking huge day for me. I'm going out on a good note, and it just really pissed me off because as well as this is doing, like, and again, my talent, my ability, it is what it is. I get that. I have no hard feelings about it. But man, if I could have done this with the gaming, or if I had not focused on the gaming, and again, this is an election year, so maybe that has something to do with it. But my God, if I could have gotten this 3 years ago with my gaming stuff, I might be okay right now. I literally might. It's just a little too little, little too late, but it still feels good. And but no, it really, I'm kind of happy with it. I really am kind of happy with it. And so I'm going out on a good note. That's good, but that just blows me away. It really does, because I mean it. I look at my the vidIQ stats. I like a week or two ago, I was around 70 hours in the last 12 months. It was like 76, 77 hours watched in the last 12 months. I think it was a couple weeks ago. I'm over 100 now. I'm over 100 hours watched. I went from like 10 or 11 subscribers. I'm at 28 now. And I worked my ass off for 3 years and could not get I'm right now, my subscribers on my gaming channel for YouTube, they're at like 20 something. I don't know if I ever got anywhere near 100 followers on Twitter, and right now I'm up near 200. I'm at 189. I was at 191 the other day, and I think that's because some of them got shut down for their comments, because I'm not seeing any notifications of new followers, and it dropped to like 186, 187 yesterday. Now it's back up to 189. So I think these people that are following me are getting their accounts turned back on. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy. I'm like, hey, if you got to go out, you got to go out on a good note, and this is fucking beautiful. Oh, and I don't want to come off like I'm ungrateful to the gaming community. You guys have been great. You guys have been absolutely great, and I don't want to, I don't want to, I just don't want to come off as being ungrateful or anything like that. It just, this has been better. And I mean, and the thing that gets me is the work that I have to do for those videos is so much easier. And the thing I won't do, at least I don't plan on it, and I don't think I'm going to be on the internet long enough to really change. But I got crap the other day from somebody, and it took me a minute to figure out. I don't think they even watched the video. If I gotta talk, I don't want to get blown up. I need to focus a little more on it. Because I was gonna go kill some. I actually found some. All those fire. I can't remember the little yellow guys that shoot fireballs. I found a couple spawners for them. And I was gonna go. I need to go hunt some glow rods or whatever they are, the fire rods, and I just don't feel like doing it right now. Okay, he's not mad at me. And yeah, but with the stuff that we had, in the family when I was growing up, where you had, and it was on both sides. There was some of it went on with my father's parents, and there's some of it went on with my mother's parents. I gotta be honest with you, and again, I maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am, especially with what I heard today. I would have expected this more from my middle brother. Definitely not my sister, and I don't think even I don't even think I really suspected my older brother capable of this. But the shit they're doing where they're trying to take our money and tie it up into a trust where they have control over it. And this was the thing, talking to the homeowner here, because I was talking like, well, yeah, she basically talked that when this is over, they might sell their house and go live at their cabin. And she even said this. She goes, oh yeah, she goes, I think she's looking forward to getting a hold of the annuities so, they can pay their bills and all that. And she said her and her husband, they just don't seem to be able to live within their means, because they're pumped up right now because his dad died and the kids got to inherit his money, and I think they're living on that. Well, then they're going to get her money. And I don't know how that trust is going to be set up. But again, it sounds like, 'cause she goes, oh, well, me and Jim, will be the directors of it. Oh, great. That's fucking awesome. Yeah. Yeah, there's no fucking problem with that. Oh, that's just fucking beautiful, you know. They're probably going to be getting paid from it too, would be my guess. You know, so they'll get money out of it, and then we'll decide if you need. Oh no, you can't spend your money how you want. We're just gonna hold that in there so we can collect our fucking money when we get paid for it, and we can pay the taxes on it. And it's like, yeah, that's fucking great. And I would have never expected this from my sister. I would have never expected this at all. And I don't think it's really going to have an impact on my plans, but yeah, that just seems sleazy as hell. I mean, and this is the part, I'm not kidding you. It's like the only thing I really care about at this point is the people that were involved in what was going on at General Motors before I got sick. I'd love to see those people go to jail. I'd love to see those people lose their job and lose their pension. Anybody that retired, I'd love to see them lose their pension for what was going on. But, I mean, my God. You got this shit from your own family members. What the fuck? Oh, my mic is starting to click. Yep, there my mic is starting to. This is why I said I do these chats if my mic's working. I'm just going to